So in this video, I'm on a different committee site, ESO3, because I wanted to talk to you about the balloting in Workspace. So these tabs here, Community Home, Threads, Library, Events, and Members, are all separate and connected. If we go to the last tab, Workspace, it has a lot of similar information, but it is not necessarily connected. We talked about the library that has documents in it from the threads or emails. In Workspace, this is our balloting platform. And you notice we default to the documents folder. These are totally separate documents from anything that's in the library. These documents are only related to actual ballots that we have posted. So again, this document folder is not connected to the library. It's totally separate. But what staff tries to do is to keep all of the documents that are related to a specific project together. So that's what the document folder is. You probably won't be going into a document folder very often. What you may want to do is look at the roster. Now, the roster will show all of the voting and non-voting members listed. Some of them have pictures, some of them don't. But if you are a voting member, you'll be able to see that designation here to the right. If you're a non-voter, meaning an observing member, you'll also see that designation. And that's important because only voting members are eligible to vote on ballots. And that's where we're going to stop next. We're going to go to the ballots. And these are the ballots that either are open or have already closed that this committee has looked at. Right now, let's jump into the PPF for X344, which is an open ballot. But you see here it says ineligible, and that's because the test person I am for this email video, or this video, is not a voting member. But let's jump in anyway. Whether or not you are a voting member, you'll still be able to access the ballot, see what we have to say for the ballot. And here we have some directions. You can see when the ballot opens. You can see when the ballot closes. You can also see all of the vote options, whether or not you are a voting member. If you are a voting member, this will not be grayed out, and you will also have an option to provide comments or upload any attachments to your ballot. As a non-voting member, I am ineligible. I cannot vote, but I can see how other people have voted and view their comments. You also have the option of downloading any of the documentation that goes with this ballot. So I can download these if I choose. Let's move down here to the voter summary by interest category, or voter details, I should say. Let's do this. It's easier. We can see who has voted, what they voted, when they voted. You'll notice that the companies really are not showing up, and that's just a glitch between our database and the Engage platform. So we apologize for that, but there's not much we can do. Let's look down here. We see that two of the voting members did have comments, but it doesn't state what their comments are. It just has a number 1. So we're going to go back up and close this option, come down to voter comments. Again, observing members get to see all of this. You just cannot vote. The project sounds logical and necessary. It also addresses the safety while installing lighting systems. So these are comments that are being put forth. When the ballot is noted to the committee, whether they're observing or voting, we do have a standard, I guess you could say, line in there specifically aimed at observing members. If you are an observing member and you would like to make a comment, you've downloaded the options here and you've examined the document and you'd like to make a comment, what do? The directions tell you. They tell you to go to Threads, or actually to take that email and to select reply. Let me go to Threads really quickly. And here is the ballot notification that went out. And here we say this email serves as the start of a thread for the use of any member to provide commentary to the committee on the ballot. Any observing member may make a comment on a draft ballot or upload a completed comment template for the submission of official draft comments via this email thread by replying to this email or any subsequent emails in the thread. So if I wanted to upload a document or comments or my comment template, whatever, all I have to do is select reply and I can upload my file here. I can write my comment there. And if I just post it, it will post to the entire committee. So whether you are voting or not, all comments are accepted from observing members. And this is how you would send them in, because everything that goes through the threads here will come to every member on the committee. We looked at the member list here. Everyone will see it. Everyone will be able to see what your comment was, and it can be considered when the resolutions are decided.